Hello dear friends, welcome once again to my YouTube channel, that is also your favorite YouTube channel on education. Let's learn from Basanta. As you know, in our last video we have discussed about voice change, and obviously the first part of the voice change, that is of assertive sentence, and in this particular part we will learn about interrogative sentences. Yes, the rules of changing active voice into passive, particularly for interrogative sentences. So let's see how it could be done. And here we discuss some points that you need to remember, and these points are very vital, so concentrate hard and learn it properly. The questions are of two types. As you know, interrogative sentences means questions, and the questions are of two types. What are they? They are yes-no questions and WH questions. Now, what is yes-no questions? It's very simple. When you ask a question with obviously you'd have one particular goal to achieve. That is, your desired answer is an affirmation or negation. Suppose if I ask you, are you listening? Your answer may either be yes or no, and these questions are called yes-no questions. And now WH questions. What is WH question? It's information seeking question. When you ask a question and you desire that the answer would be an information, it's called WH questions. Like, what is your name? My name is Basanta Ghosh. So here I am supplying an information for this question, and these questions begin with a WH word, so they are called the WH questions. And when we are going to change the voice, the form of voice in interrogative sentences, obviously would get two different sets of rules, though not two different sets properly, but almost the use of these sentences are a bit different. So let's learn and see the next slides. So we have learnt about interrogative sentences, but what's its structure? As we have already learnt that in assertive sentence, the structure is SVO. Now, for interrogative sentences, it is VSO. That means you'd have to know V as verb, S as subject, and O as object or complement for a sentence. And obviously remember these points. Remember that VSO, for in the other slides we'll discuss a lot about it. So now we are discussing interrogative sentences, particularly what? Particularly the, could you tell me? You can't know. Yes-no questions. So this is the first rules for changing yes-no questions. Change the interrogative, that is VSO structure, into assertive, that is SVO structure. Remember, we need to change VSO into SVO. So there would be a transformation from interrogative sentence to utter assertive sentence, and then change the voice of the assertive sentence, just following the rules of the assertive sentences that we have learned in the previous video, and then change assertive into interrogative, that is SVO into VSO mode. And remember, dear children, this is the easiest way for you to follow in the beginning. And then gradually you'd have to shift from first to third without making such 4 steps of voice change, and obviously we'll discuss about it in the next slides. So let's see how we do with yes no questions. Suppose there an interrogative sentence is given, do you like it? Here do is the verb, do like, this is the verb, you the subject, and it the object. So what would be our first task? Our first task would be changing interrogative sentence into assertive, that is you like it, and this is active, as you know. Here you is the subject, like is the verb, and it, that's the object. So we have changed the interrogative sentence into assertive sentence, and now we are changing the voice. How? The same rules, subject into object, object into subject, and the change of the verb. So you like it would be changed into it is liked by you. So we have changed the voice, and now it's our task to transform assertive passive sentence into interrogative passive sentence. That is by taking the verb at the beginning. Is it liked by you? So we have changed the voice of an interrogative sentence, that is yes no question. And here you must remember, after several practices, when you get accustomed to it, don't do this in 4 steps. Rather you'd have to change from the first to the second. Obviously that would be your ways of changing yes no questions. That is, do you like it? Is it liked by you? So finally would be there, but now you'd have to try it in 4 steps. So let's have some examples. So there's example on yes no questions. Active, does he want this? Is this wanted by him? Was he taking tea? Was tea being taken by him? So that's how we may change the yes no questions into passive voice or vice versa. And now it's time for us to change WH questions. Yes, WH questions only in the sentences containing who would change by whom. Otherwise, everything would remain just the same. And you must remember that you can't change the position of the WH word. It would remain where it is at the beginning. Only for who would change it into by whom. So, WH questions. Here would have some examples. Active, who loves you most? Passive would be, by whom are you loved the most? Active, why have you bought this? Passive, why has this been bought by you? So these are the rules for changing interrogative sentences from active to passive or passive to active. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, if you like my teaching of English grammar, do like and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon for the fresh notifications, as more such videos are waiting for you, and inspire us to do our best and to make you our best